So good day everyone, I'm Teacher Lenny and I'm here to discuss the food processing tools, materials, and equipment. So before we start the lesson, Mr. Dalida will lead the prayer. Before we start to our discussion, let's have the attendance first. Mr. Alcantara, Mr. Aranilla, Miss Arquiza, Miss Biscocho, Miss Caraballido, Mr. Dalida, Miss De Leon, Mr. Dikina, Miss Junyay, Mr. Enriquez, Miss Heron, Mr. Lopez, Miss Mando, Miss Marabilia, Miss Matriano, Miss Miones, Miss Orejenes, Miss Orpinada, Mr. Paz, Miss Piñamante, Miss Porte, Miss Quinto, Mr. Roca, Mr. Rufo, Miss Salitico, Miss Tamayo, Miss Tanyada, Miss Tolentino, Mr. Osman, and Miss Balduesa. So, very good dahil wala tayong absent for today. Okay, let's proceed to our motivations. Ang gusto sumagot ay magtaas lamang ng kamay para magkaroon sila ng recitations. So, ready na ba kayo? Okay, let's proceed to number 1. Yes, Miss Yamina? Yes, very good. So, number 1 is the tool selection. So, yan, matataka natin yan mamaya kung ano nga ba ang kahalagahan ng tool selections sa ating topic ngayong araw. Okay, let's proceed to number 2. Yes, Mr. Roca? Correct. That is food processing. So, yan yung mismong topic natin ngayong araw na under ng tools, equipment, and materials. So, next, number 3. Yes, Mr. Rufo? Very good, it's cleaning. Okay, another. Number 4. Yes, Miss Orejenes? Very good. Sagot sa number 4 is mixing. Okay, let's proceed to number 5, the last one. Yes, Miss Junlai? Okay, that's correct. The answer is chopping board. Ayan, meron naman pala kayong mga kaalaman sa topic natin ngayon. So, let's proceed to our classroom rules. Number 1 is listen to the teacher when she or he speaks. Number 2, ask a question if you have a clarification. Number 3, listen and follow the directions. And number 4, raise your hand before speaking or leaving your seat. So, sana naiintindihan nyo. And feel free to ask questions. So, nakalagay nga sa classroom rules natin. So, let's proceed to our learning. So, for your learning outcome, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, number 1, distinguish the appropriate food processing tools and equipment for certain process. Number 2, organize the kitchen tools and equipment according to where category of food processing they belong. And number 3, value the significance of each tools, materials, and equipment, its appropriateness and safety. So, yan yung malalaman nyo hanggang matapos ang lesson natin ito. So, before we start, magkakaroon muna tayo ng simpleng activity na kung saan matatest ang psychomotor ng mga students or yung mga sarili niyo as individual. So, alam ko na familiar naman kayo sa mga tools na ipapakita ko for today. So, let's proceed. So, let's begin. So, katulad lang ulit kanina, tataas lang kayo ng kamay bago kayo sumagot. So, let's proceed to number 1. Yes, Miss Piñamante? That's correct. It's weighing scale. So, let's proceed to number 2. Yes, Mr. Lopez? That's correct. It's paring knife. So, let's proceed to number 3. Yes, Mr. Enriquez? Okay, very good. That's a filler. So, number 4. Yes, Miss Parte? Okay, very good. It's measuring spoon. Number 5. Yes, Miss Arpinada? Okay, very good. It's clock or a timer. Okay, the last one. Yes, Mr. Anranilla? Okay, correct. It's the chiller. So, ayan, very good mga students dahil marami na agad kayong alam sa pag-aaral natin ngayong araw na ito. So, ayan, let's proceed to our lesson. Food processing is a set of methods and techniques used to transform raw materials into food and food into other forms of human consumptions. It utilizes clean, harvested crops or butchered animal products and transport its or used to produce attractive marketables and after long shelf life of foods. So, ito yung mga pagkain na pinaprocess. Like, halimbawa, gagawa tayo ng mga hotdog, mga frozen foods, mga canned goods, and other foods na niluluto natin para magkaroon sila ng um, other transformations or isang food na magiging isang food pa or panibago. Like, for example, di ba, kapag gumagawa ng hotdog, gumagamit tayo ng it's either pork or chicken. Then, nagkakaroon lang sila ng food processing, then magiging na silang hotdog. So, nagigets nyo ba? Ayan, very good. So, we have the guidelines in preparing tools, equipment, and materials. The number 1 is tool selections. It is important to choose properly the appropriate tools and equipment to be used for a specific area or task. So, sa tool selections, dito po pumapasok yung matalino nating pag-iisip na kung saan, syempre kapag gagamit tayo ng isang tools, pipiliin natin yung malinis, yung walang magiging problema kapag gagamitin natin. Kumbaga, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng risk or hazard sa tools na gagamitin natin. Dapat palati nating uunahin yung isipin yung safety ng gagamit nito and especially yung kakain ng ginawa nyong pagkain. So, next is the storage. Storage in a clean, protected storage area ensures good hygiene and helps extend tools life. There should be separate storage both foods and non-food materials. So, ayan. Sa storage, kapag nag-storage tayo ng mga food, sinisigurado natin na dapat sila ay appropriate sa pagkain na i-store natin. Lalo na sa mga pagkain na para silang masalan sa temperatures na kapag nilagay mo siya is madali silang masisira. So, make sure na tamang storage yung paglalagyan niyo ng mga pagkain natin. So, di ba meron tayong foods and non-food materials. Like sa non-food materials, ito yung mga brooms, dustpans na ginagamit natin. Syempre, dun lang sila sa storage na kahit sa ilalagay mo lang sa tabi or dun sa storage na may lalagyan. So, kapag pagkain naman, of course, gumagamit tayo ng iba't ibang Tupperwares, storage box, and other equipment para makapag-storage tayo ng maganda at hindi masira yung pagkain na ilalagay natin. So, next. So we have the cleaning. Cleaning is a food contact equipment and tools should be regularly maintained according to industry standards. So kailangan before and pagtapos natin gumamit ng mga tools and other equipment, panatilihin natin silang malinis at i-secure natin yung kalinisan ng gagamitin natin. So for example, bago ko gumamit ng knife, of course, kapag maghihiwa ka ng ingredients, kailangan linisin muna ito bago gamitin. And after mong gamitin, syempre lilinisin mo ulit siya bago mo siya ilagay sa storage box or sa paglalagyan mo. So next is sterilizing or disinfecting. Certain industries require sterilizing or disinfecting of materials, handling, and cleaning tools. Food companies typically use chemical sanitizer to sanitize their equipment and tools. So ayan, of course, as a FSM students, bago kami gumamit ng tools and equipment, ini-sterilize muna natin ito para matalinin natin na malinis ang gagamitin natin. So, doon naman sa mga, like for example, doon sa mga um, table na gagamitin, pwede natin siyang um, punasan muna na may halong Sunrox para mas maalis yung bacteria nito. Then the other equipment naman, pwede natin siyang um, ibatad muna sa mainit na tubig and then saka natin siya gagamitin. So, tandaan nyo na mahalaga ang sterilizing and disinfecting of tools, materials, and equipment. So, next, tool lifespan. Food contact tools and equipment should be regularly inspected for damage and replaced when there are excessive abrasion, damage, breast tiles, discoloration, straining old tools to warn the point when they could be hazard to the user. So, sa tool span, dapat aware tayo na yung ginagamit natin is pwede pa ba, malinis pa ba, or safe pa ba siyang gamitin. So, di ba kapag naman, for example, dun sa kutsilyo na gagamitin natin, kapag nakikita natin na medyong nagkakaroon na siya ng sira or kalawang, syempre dapat replace na natin siya or wag na natin siyang gamitin para mas maging safe yung ginagamit natin. And another example is kapag halimbawa yung gagamit ka ng it's either peeler or yun nga, peeler. 'Di ba kapag gagamitin mo siya, tapos nakita mo na sira na, syempre huwag mo nang gagamitin dahil may tendency na masugatan ka lang kapag naputol yung kabilang part nito. Then, imbis na patatas yung taasan mo ng balat, yung kamay mo pa yung masusugatan. So, be aware sa tool lifespan na ginagamit nating tools and equipment and also the materials para mapanatili natin na safe and mayroong security. So let's proceed to the varieties of tools, equipment, and materials and its function. So first, dito muna tayo magsisimula sa mga tools and their functions. So number one is weighing scales. It is used to measuring big amounts of ingredients. So of course, alam naman natin yung weighing scale at kung saan ito ginagamit. Ginagamit ito pang measure o pagtitimbang ng isang product or isang food para malaman natin kung ilang kilo na ba siya or it's either ilang gram na siya. Para kapag halimbawa magagaroon tayo ng food processing, tama yung sukat ng gagamitin nating ingredients. So, malinaw ba? Okay, very good. So, next is the paring knife. It is used to perform small tasks such as peeling, carving of fruits, and vegetables. So, we all know that paring knife, so ito yung ginagamit natin sa paghihiwa or pag-alis ng balat like filler kasi sila is yung hindi sila malalaking knife, kundi sila yung mga tama lang yung sukat, merong maliit hanggang palaki. Kumbaga, mas shape, pang shape, mga ganun siya. At mas safe siyang gagamitin, hindi yun sa malalaking knife pa ang gagamitin natin. So, next is peeler. So, yun tulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, peeler is pang take off the skins of fruit, vegetables, and other food or product. So, um, pwede siyang pang substitute kapag wala tayong gagamitin na knife. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng peeler kasi mas mabilis siyang magtanggal ng skin or balat ng mga prutas and other food or product. So, next is the measuring spoon. So, sa measuring spoon, ayan, karaniwang ginagamit natin yan kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng baking and other food processing. Gumagamit tayo ng measuring spoon para sukatin natin yung right amount ng mga liquid ingredients. Like, for examples, salt, sugar, and other spices or condiments na ginagamit natin. So, meron siyang 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, 1/2 tablespoon, 1/2 teaspoon. So, ganun lang yung mga sukat na meron siya. Kumbaga, para maging tama yung sukat na gagamitin natin kapag gagamitin natin sa food processing and other process na ginagawa natin sa pagluluto. So, next we have the measuring cup. So, sa measuring cup naman, katulad na siya ng measuring spoon pero mas malaki siya and para talaga siyang cup. So, we have pinakamalaking sukat nito is 1 cup. So, pababa, the 3/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup. So, mga ganun lang. Of course, para gamitin natin siya kapag halimbawa kailangan natin maglagay ng water, um, it's either flour and other ingredients. So, next is the clock or timer. So, it serves as reminder to food processing. So, sa timer, gumagamit tayo para, para malaman natin if sakto na ba yung niluluto natin sa tamang oras para tama lang yung maging kalabasan, tama lang yung magiging output natin and magiging powerful yung lasa ng lulutuin natin. Like for example, kapag halimbawa maglalaga tayo ng baboy, syempre pwede tayong gumamit ng timer. Halimbawa is 20 minutes para ilaga lang ito. Then, magaganda ang kakalabasan nito. Kumbaga, tama na yung lambot nung karning niluluto natin kasi sakto lang siya sa time. Kumbaga, para ma-achieve natin yung perfect na product or yung niluluto natin. So, next is number 8. We have mixing bowl or stainless steels. So, this serves as container where the raw ingredients or materials are placed to be mixed or combined. So, ayan, kapag dun sa mixing bowl or stainless steels, kapag meron tayong mga ingredients, condiments, and spices na kailangan nating haluin, then ito lang yung gagamitin natin. Dahil um, dito mas madali tayong magmi-mix at makakapag-combine tayo ng iba't ibang ingredients. Then, saka natin sila hahaluin. So, it's perfect for combining ingredients, especially the raw materials. Then, number 9 is chopping board. It is where raw materials are placed to be sliced or chopped. So, ayan, we are all familiar naman sa chopping board na kailangan kapag magagaya tayo ng like potato, carrots, mga chicken, pork, and other ingredients or materials. Ayan, ginagamit natin ito pag tayo magagayat na nga. So, para maging maayos at maiwasan natin yung food contamination. So, di ba meron naman tayong iba't ibang color ng chopping board na kung saan may sarili silang definitions. Kung halimbawa is sa kulay nito, perfect ba siya or align ba siya sa ingredients na paghihiwaan mo. So, 'di ba meron tayong ganyan. So, FSM students know about that. So, next we have equipment used for food processing and its function. So, we have the chiller. It is used food keep from spoiling if used to steady temperature before consumption. So, sa chiller, dito natin nilalagay yung mga food or products na kailangan lang natin siyang palamigin. na hindi kailangan niyang maging ano, ilagay sa freezer. So, sa chiller, malamig lang siya. So, hindi tumitigas yung mga product na nilalagay diyan. Kumbaga, pang iwas lang siya sa spoilage or spoiling. So, number two, refrigerator. It reduces the rate at which food will spoil. Low temperature retards or slow down the growth of microorganism. So, sa refrigerator naman, kapag halimbawa, di ba, pag gumagawa tayo ng yelo, mga ice candy, mga ganun, kailangan nasa freezer siya. And also halimbawa, kapag meron tayong tirang ginamit na pork, fish, or yung mga chicken. So, yan, pwede natin siyang dyan ilagay para hindi sila masira and we can use it by tomorrow and the other day. Then, three is the freezer. It is used for preserving food at very low temperature. So, dito naman, para lang siyang chiller, pero dito sa freezer, talagang meron tendency na tumitigas siya na para silang nagyayelo. So, kahit ang gamit niya is very low temperatures lang. So, katulad lang din ng iba na iniiwasan na masira yung product na inilalagay dyan. So, sa number 4 is rolling. It is a small table on wheels which used for serving and transferring materials from one area to another. So, we are familiar in trolley, di ba? Siya yung troll na meron siyang wheel dun sa ilalim, tapos ilalagay mo lang siya, kumbaga, tapos hihilahin mo para madala mo yung ingredients or materials kapag ililipat mo siya sa ibang part ng kitchens or the other. Kapag para maiwasan natin yung um, kapag ang dadalhin mo is halimbawa yung mga knife, tapos yung malalaking mga tools, 'di ba? Ilalagay mo lang siya sa trolley para mas safe kasi it is ano, mas madali mag-transfer ng materials kasi may wheels naman yung ilalim niya. So, ayan. Gets nyo ba, guys? Okay. So, number 5 is temperature sealer. It is designed to seal fully materials or packaging process of food. So, ayan. Ito naman yung ginagamit natin halimbawa sa mga container na meron tayo like bottled container, um, yung mga babasaging container, ayan, siya yung temperature sealer yung ginagamit natin para ma-seal yung materials para maging maayos yung packaging process niya. So, next is we have the pressure cooker. So, it makes use high pressure steam that mixtures of water or water void cooking liquid. So, pressure cooker is para lang siyang steamer, di ba? Kapag nag-i-steam tayo, pero ang kagandahan ng pressure cooker, um, mas mabilis siya at mas marami yung manilalagay nating amount ng um, like for example is mga product na ilalagay natin para ma-steam. So, next is food processor. It is an electric equipment designed to be blend, chop, dice, and slice for the faster process. It is similar to blender but can work with small amount of liquid ingredients or even without liquid added while working. So, ayan. So, sa food processor, para siyang style blender pero mas or small amount lang yung pwedeng ilagay dito. So, pwede natin siyang gamitin sa pag-chop, dice, and blend or slice para mas mabilis natin itong magamit. So, ayan, yung mga, um, so yung kapag madalian na tayo sa na kailangan natin gawa, pwede tayong gumamit ng food processor para mas mabilis at ma-achieve natin yung perfect blending ng um, ingredients na i-blend nyo. So, 11 is casserole or stainless steel. So, it can be used for cooking all types of dishes. It is commonly used for boiling or cooking foods. So, di ba, kapag nagluluto tayo yan, karaniwan, gumagamit tayo ng casserole kapag um, we have a, like for example, kapag mag magbo-boil tayo ng itlog, kapag maglalagay tayo ng mga karne, or kapag maraming amount ng product or ingredients yung lulutuin nyo. So, we use casserole kapag mga malalaking or madaming mga amount ng product or ingredients yung lulutuin nyo. Kasi, makikita natin may malaki siya at may maliit siya. So, pipiliin natin yung tamang sukat lang para dun sa lulutuin natin. So, number 12 is wooden spoon. It is used to mix ingredients well in the bowl and or while cooking in certain equipment. So, wooden spoon, karaniwan nakikita na siya at ginagamit sa paghahalo ng mga ingredients. So, number 13 is food tongs. It is used to transfer food in a container or to turn food while cooking, frying, or grilling. So, we use the food tong pag binabaliktad natin yung piniprito natin or puwede rin siyang ginagamit din siya sa paghahalo, 'di ba? Para hindi masyadong mapadiit yung kamay mo dun sa init ng mantika kapag ginagamit natin siya. So, mas safe siyang gamitin kaysa gagamit tayo ng kutsara sa pagbabaliktad ng piniprito natin. For example, magpiprito tayo ng isda, so we can use food tong instead of spoon. So, number 14 is steamer that is used for steaming food. So, yan, kapag, di ba, marami naman tayong pagkain na pwedeng steam. Like, siomai, siopaw, yun, mga ganyan. Kapag mag steam lang tayo. So, next is the material used for food processing. So, material and this function or description. So, first one is the fresh egg. So, it binds the ingredients in dishes such as meatloaf and sausage. So, 'di ba sa food processing, ito yung pag tayo ng fresh egg, ito yung pang-bind ng ingredients kasi 'di ba? For example, kapag um, mag magbabato tayo ng itlog ta's ihahalo natin siya sa ibang product, 'di ba magbabind sila or magkakadikit-dikit. So, it is so alam nga natin na ang egg is binding ingredients, kasama siya sa liquid ingredients. So, next is the fresh meat. It is the main ingredients in meat processing. Ko so, dun nga sa food processing na meron tayo, ang main ingredients talaga kapag meat processing, 'di ba? So, um, kasi halimbawa, yun nga gagawan tayo ng hotdog, 'di ba? Meron namang siyang pork, meron din siyang meat. Ayan, pag gigilingin mo lang siya, yung meat talaga yung pinaka main ingredients kapag gagawa tayo ng hotdog para dun papasok yung food processing na tinatawag natin. So, next is the fresh fish. That is the main ingredients in fish processing such as sardines, toyo, and tinapa. So, yan. Sa food processing, meron tayo, di bang, smokehouse na ginagamit. Dito pumapasok yung paggamit natin ng fish para magkaroon ng the other product like sardinas nga, toyo and tinapa. So, sa smokehouse, dun nilalagay yung toyo and tinapa. While dun sa sardines is dun sa tin cans na ginagamit natin. So, number 4 is the fresh vegetables. These are agricultural product used in certain process in food preservations. So, yan, of course, meron tayong food processing na ginagamitan talaga natin ng mga vegetables. Like, halimbawa, gagawa tayo ng um, other desserts and other kapag meron, like for example, salad, di ba? Karaniwan ginagamit natin yung mga vegetables, lalo na sa mga veggie na mga tao. Of course, we use vegetables. So, number 5 is salt. It is a natural preservative which gives flavors and gives desired flavor textures to the product. So, we all know that salt is ang ginagamit natin sa pag-balance ng lasa ng niluto natin. Kumbaga, it gives flavor, it gives good textures in product na ginagamit natin. So, it is used for balancing the taste and the other for the product. So, number 6 is refined sugar. It is added to the lessen the hardness and the straight cure process gives the product more appetizing. So, of course, usually we use sugar kapag gagawa tayo ng mga desserts. But, dito, for example, um, pambalance din natin siya ng lasa ng ingredients kapag naparami. Halimbawa, yung salt na nalagay natin, pwede tayong gumamit ng sugar para maging balance yung lasa ng niluto natin. Ayan. So, nagagets ba? Mr. Pass? What did you learn from the lesson? Yes. Thank you so much. So, let's proceed to our quiz. Get 1/4 sheet of paper for our quiz, guys. Then I will flash the question na lang. So, ready na ba kayo, guys? Okay. Let's proceed to our quiz. So, the first quiz natin is identification. So, babasahin ko na lang para sa mga students na hindi nakakapagbukas ng camera nila dahil sira yung camera ng cellphone nila. So, number one is a set of methods and technique used to transform raw materials into food into human consumption. Again, a set of methods and technique used to transform raw materials into food into human consumption. Okay, number two. Food contact equipment and tool shall regularly maintain according to industry standard. Again, food contact equipment and tools shall regularly maintain according to industry standard. Okay, number three. A food company typically use chemical sanitizer their tools and equipment. Again, food company typically use chemical sanitizer their food, tools, and equipment. Are you done, guys? Okay, let's proceed to our next quiz, the enumerations. So, number 4 to 5, give at least 2 tools used in food processing. Again, 4 to 5, give at least 2 tools used in food processing. Okay, number 6 to 8, give at least 3 equipment used in food processing. 6 to 8, give at least 3 equipment used in food processing. Okay, number 9 and 10, give at least 2 example materials in food processing. 9 and 10, give at least 2 example materials in food processing. So, ayan, after ng quiz natin, iko-collect mo lang siya ng secretary, then, ipapasa na lang sa akin yung mga quizzes nyo. So, I hope na matataas ang scores nyo dahil alam ko naman na madali lang yung topic na diniscuss ngayon. So, let's proceed to our assignment na ipapasa na ninyo is next meeting na lang. Okay? So, for your assignment, create a front page that is connected about the food processing. So, ayan. Pwede kayong gumamit ng iba't ibang educational applications para sa pag-edit ng front page nyo. So, dapat, di ba, meron tayong sinusunod na rubrics para magbidan ko kayo. So, number 1 is the idea, coherency, and design. So, kapag naging maganda ang output na gagawin ninyo or front page nyo, makakakuha kayo ng perfect 12 points para sa inyong performance. So, this is the end of my discussion. Feel free to ask if you have clarifications on our discussion for today. So, thanks for listening and God bless.